This time for Real Madrid versus Benfica. Guys, we're outside here. Can you believe it? And I'm just so pumped up for this match. I'm ready. Let me take my bags down. Because I've got to be free for this, people. I've got to be free. Now, let's get into it, people. And let me make sure you put in the comments down below if you can hear me well. Obviously, a lot of different things going on. I got all the equipment. I'm all ready. I'm all pumped up for Real Madrid versus Benfica. And look, I got to say, yeah, Madrid's put me into a happy mood. It's put me into a mood that I really wanted to be in before this match. Vamos, people are saying. Big up, Dave. Make sure you do put in the comments down below if everything's okay. Audio-wise, voice-wise, everything, yeah? Because, look, something about Real Madrid this season that I'm not sitting right with me. And it's just all about the team. It's a team performance. It's everything that's surrounding the team and how it's not catering towards what we want as Real Madrid fans. Let's be brutally honest. That Osasuna match was absolutely shambolic. And I've got to just say something about Kylian Mbappe being out today. Do you know what? You don't wish injury on any players. You don't. But maybe today we'll see a team performance. Maybe today we'll see a team that is actually cohesive up front. We're expecting Gonzalo Garcia to score today, hopefully, as our main number 9. And I want to see Vinny out there. I want to see them two click up front. I want to see Arda Güler behind them in the 10 people. This is what I want. I want to see us really, really put in every single ounce of strength against Benfica. Every ounce of motivation to beat this team after what happened last time, after the atrocities that we saw last time. I want to see it. And look, hopefully, Gonzalo Garcia, he can have an absolute blinder of the game. I'm expecting Vinny to really step up today because in the past few days, he's been carrying Real Madrid. He's been carrying this team on his shoulders. So ultimately, Vinny needs to be on his best game. Arda Güler, the midfield, the three in midfield expected to be Valverde, Camavinga and Tchouaméni on their game. Trent, Asensio, Rudiger, Carreras at the back and Courtois in goal. This is the expected lineup. So ultimately, this team needs to perform to 100% capacity today. I want to see this stadium here rocking every minute. Every time one of the Benfica players get on the ball, boo them. Every time Otamendi gets on the ball, boo him heavily. Every time that Prestiani moron is on the sidelines and waiting, bro, boo him. Every single time we see a Benfica player on the ball, boo them until the ground, mate. Boo them. That's what we need. And hopefully we see a win today. And I just really want to get into that knockout phases, get the draw this Friday. Hopefully we get a good luck of the draw. That's the main thing. A luck of the draw is the main thing that's needed. And ultimately, if we do have that luck of the draw, then I'll see the Champions League going maybe some decent performances in the Champions League we can hold ourselves to. And I just really want to see tonight the boys perform. After that Osasuna game, let me take my headphones off because it's distracting me a bit. After that Osasuna game, I felt the team weren't there. They weren't clicking. It was slow. It was lethargic. It wasn't a team performance that I expected to go away from home in LaLiga. A chance for us to really just put pressure on Barcelona. And this is what we didn't do. We didn't put pressure on Barcelona because we fumbled a bag. We bottled it completely. And it was up to just complete annihilation of the team itself. There was no fight. There was no comeback. There was nothing from the team whatsoever. And for us to really get into our zone tonight, this is what the Champions League night is all about. It's all about our bread and butter competition. When we're out on that pitch, we show ourselves on the pitch. That's what I need. And I didn't pay the money I pay to come here to watch this team perform, to be shambolic and get beaten. Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. I need to see this team give it every single thing, because ultimately that's what Real Madrid is about on Champions League nights, people. Yeah? We need to see that. I need to see outstanding performances from Vinny. I want Vinny to turn up today against Benfica. I want Gonzalo Garcia to turn up against Benfica. This is always going to be how Real Madrid need to perform, especially when it comes to these European nights. Yeah? And everybody big up in the chat if you're watching this live, because I'm outside, mate. Look, it's off the cuff. I'm getting my phone out. We're ready to go. We're ready for the watch along, people. I got all the equipment, mics, stands, everything, all the equipment to really flipping give you the best match day experience on flipping YouTube, mate. Yeah? You're going to see me crashing out? Well, I'll tell you what. You know what? It may happen. It may happen. Look, Sam on the Full Madrid podcast the other day, he said that he's expecting Benfica to beat us today. Look, I'm not going to be expecting Benfica to beat us today at all, yeah? But what I'm expecting is Benfica to turn up. The main danger that we have, we don't want to see a repeat of Osasuna. Osasuna, the main factor that we didn't counter for in that match was the long ball trajectory, how balls were being fizzed into the air, and you saw players like Budimir and Raul Garcia cushion it down with ease. Pavlidis plays for Benfica. They have height, they have presence, they have physicality. Real Madrid cannot be in a position where we're just being pushed around the pitch. This cannot be. It needs to be a bigger effort. It needs to be a more superlative effort than we saw last time in the Estadio Luz. This needs to be a crushing. It needs to be absolutely a feisty performance from the boys. And that comes from the midfield. It stems from the midfield. It's how much pressure, how much dedication you have in that midfield game to really break them down. So ultimately, this is how Real Madrid fans are going to be viewing this in a periscope tonight. What is Real Madrid all about this season? Are we about a team that's going to win La Liga and maybe use the Champions League as conditioning for La Liga, where we go against bigger teams and we can actually, have that on our resume this season, so we can go in La Liga and then smack the teams all over the place? That's what I want to see. So, looking at today's game, look, I already mentioned my starting lineup. I've done it pretty early into this live stream, but I'm going to get comments in a second as well, guys. Yeah, make sure you stay tuned with me. There's always going to be certain elements about Real Madrid that's going to be a fault today. Look, I see Trent on the outside. Look, for all his attacking brilliance, he may be in a position where defensively he's not going to be cutting it today. I understand that. Carreras needs to make up for it, and Valverde needs to be the cover. Valverde got rested. He got taken off early, so he can be that cover. So ultimately, we need to really be a team that's going to be defensively great, but also in attacking-minded great as well. Yeah? Give us that first goal, and you won't see Benfica coming back from it. Give us the first goal, and you won't see it come back. Honestly, I don't think Mourinho's not even on the touchlines today. Yeah, he's probably up in the gods. Yeah, I won't see Benfica as a team that can come back if we get their first goal. If Benfica get their first goal, different story, different ball game in this match. Yeah, different ball game. I just can't be seeing that first goal go in from Benfica. It's going to be a catastrophe. Let me just put all the comments up so I can see it. It's all the comments. There we go, so I can see it. Yeah, guys, let me know if the audio quality is great, everything's good, because this is the same setup that I'm going to be using tonight for the watch along. I'll be inside the stadium though this time. I got my ticket ready. I've got everything ready for the fans. But this is why the Bernabeu is great. This is why I wanted to come here today for this Champions League. This is why I wanted for Real Madrid to be in an ultimate position tonight where we can get this victory. Yeah, can get this victory. That's what I want to see. So look at us in recent. Yes, we've got the eight games on a row in a bounce, winning games, and then we lose to Osasuna. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, I just want to really gather how Real Madrid are going to come about today and really pressurize Benfica, because you know Benfica are going to start strong. I don't mind if it's mirrored, guys, as long as the quality and the audio is good. I don't mind if it's mirrored, yeah? Maybe if it's mirrored, it's better for copyrights behind me as well, yeah? But look, Benfica are going to come out strong. They're going to come out fighting. They're going to come out responsive. Real Madrid need to deal with the very first 15 minutes. If we do with the first 15 minutes, then I think Real Madrid can shoulder that. I think they can really make an impact into later rounds, in later minutes into the game, if we weather that first storm. Yeah. Big up the super chat, Rash Clo Yale, €6 donation. Thank you very much for the chat, guys. Rudiger needs to be like a cat with his reflexes. Absolutely, mate. I think Rudiger. Do you know what, Rudiger? I want Rudiger to have a massive game today, people. Yeah, let's cheer on for Rudiger, because Rudiger obviously was out for Osasuna. I wanted Rudiger to be in that Osasuna game. The reason being is because he was the one that I would feel would be more competitive with a player like Budimir. If they had Pavlidis out tonight in the starting lineup, I tell you what, Rudiger needs to be on him. Yeah, that's what Rudiger needs to be. He needs to be on him. I need to see Rudiger on their attackers all the time. Asensio the same. Asensio's going to be in the starting lineup, obviously, because Dean Housen's out. So you're not going to see a Rudiger and Dean Housen partnership. That's not going to happen. So Rudiger, Asensio need to be the dynamic duo. And then you've got to see Valverde, Camavinga dropping a bit deeper, occupying the areas where you're expecting Benfica to work the ball, especially in the central areas. And then obviously with Tchouaméni just in front of the defence, just protecting the back four, that's also what I want to see as well. I want to see just a very solid defensive performance. If we can replicate what we did in the Estadio Luz here, but just with a bit more intensity. Because even Global Madridista down the road from here, he said, look, that Real Madrid lacked intensity somewhat. I agree with him. But the situation is we've done a professional performance. Osasuna wasn't professional. We allowed Osasuna to get that goal, and then we were always chasing, we were always hunting, we were always trying to fight back. We don't want to see fight backs today. We want to be in front. We want to be in the lead. That's the main thing here. Be in the lead and allow Real Madrid to take control of this game. Yeah, and Mbappe's out. Yeah, so let's talk about it, because everybody wants to hear this, and I'm gonna probably talk about Mbappe for the next 10 minutes. Look, Mbappe, for all his goal-scoring brilliance, has destabilized the team because of Vini's lack of authority on the left wing. Let's just call it that. Because when Mbappe is occupying the left wing as well, yeah, you cannot be here standing next to Vini's here. I'm here. You cannot be doing that. You need to be making runs into the box. You need to be making runs where Vini's going to be spotting you. As soon as Vini beats his man on the outside, you need to make a darting run inside the box. That's what you need to do. So ultimately, it needs to be more of a cohesive team with Gonzalo Garcia, because every time I see Gonzalo Garcia play, guys, yeah? Every time I see Gonzalo Garcia play with Vini, Gonzalo Garcia just sticks inside the box. He doesn't really venture outside. The only time he's venturing outside is maybe the link-up of play when the two wide men are spread. And if Arda Güler occupies the right wing sometimes, or if Valverde's occupying the right wing sometimes, we need Arda Güler also to have his vision on point today, because Arda Güler's been dropping off recently. I don't know what's about him. He's not showing the creativity. Maybe because Mbappe's dropping too much outside the box, guys. That's my thoughts and feelings in it. Like, Mbappe dropping outside the box is a problem, because Arda now, he has to find a new space. He needs to go on the outside. He needs to go on the left-hand side. He needs to drop a bit deeper, work up with the midfield. No, it shouldn't work like that. It should be Vini, Gonzalo Garcia. Vini and Gonzalo Garcia in a two. And yes, maybe sometimes they can push over and then Arda can go on the right-hand side. But ultimately, when you're looking at the positioning wise, Gonzalo Garcia is going to stick right in the center. He's always going to be in the box. He's always going to produce moments where he's going to have opportunities and goal. When Mbappe is looking for the ball outside the box, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Come on. Like cut us some slack, Mbappe. Like, come on. Like, if you're outside the box, Madrid fans are looking at you like you're a kind of, I don't even want to say the rest, mate. Because they're looking at it as a number 9. They're not looking at it as a left wing. Oh, you have a number 10, so you drop a bit deeper. Or you go on the outside. No, it doesn't work like that. Come on, man. Yeah? Yeah, Mbappe won't be missed. Exactly, Miriex. Mbappe won't be missed, you know? That's it, simple. The team dynamic works better. Look at several matches this season where the team dynamic has not featured Mbappe, yeah? Man City, the team dynamic was great. Obviously, we lost the game, but the team dynamic was off the charts, especially with Rodrigo on the right-hand side as well. That was mad. So this is what we need, you know? Exactly. The first goal needs to be in the very first 20 minutes to settle nerves. Absolutely. Absolutely, Bradley. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. Guys, just a little thing, yeah? I forgot my glasses in London. So I had to go and get glasses to go and watch the game. Guess how much it cost me? 290 euros for 1 hour delivery of glasses. So I don't really care anyway, we move. But look, there's always going to be certain situations in these kind of matches, especially in big Champions League nights like this, where you're going to have to be in prime form, like working the ball on the pitch. And Arda Güler needs to be the orchestrator from the front end, yeah? Mbappe, he can't be that guy coming outside and then trying to link the play. Mbappe, let me tell you something, yeah? You don't have enough technique to do that in the very first place. You don't have technique to work and link up play. You don't have it in you. That's facts. So let's just call it as it is. Look, Gonzalo Garcia, Vini, great. Arda Güler just behind, or he can drop off on the right, and then maybe Valverde can make an overlap and run. What I want to see today is Benfica, let's call it as it is, yeah? Benfica are going to be on it from minute one, yeah? They're going to be pushing up high. They're going to create overloads in the final third. What Trent and Carreras need to do on their left-hand side is give us some sort of perspective long. Direct the through balls long, vertical. Because when you're having runners, like for example Gonzalo Garcia's goal, yeah, as of recent, where Trent curled a lovely pass into the path of Gonzalo Garcia, little touch and it's in the back of the net. That's what I want to see today, because Benfica, they're going to come out. They're going to be defensively stubborn, but they're going to come out as well. So this needs to be something of a mixture of very quick direct transition, but also defensive stability as well, because sometimes we get caught in the moment. We're trying to push, we're trying to get the goal, and then in the other end, it's just basically a goal for the other team. So look, opposition, everything that we need to do today, it needs to be stifling Benfica, finding their weaknesses, and their weaknesses today is going to be direct transition football. Trust me, I know Benfica are great defensively, but let me tell you something. If they're going to try and push out to us and they need to really flood the front end of the pitch, I want to see Real Madrid go on the other end. I want to see us really just vertical football, over the top through balls to Gonzalo Garcia, cross-field diagonal, over the top vertical balls to Vini. That's what I want to see today, yeah? Let me just get some chats as well, guys. Let me see the chats, sorry. Okay. And Madrid's robbing Dave, same way Mbappe's robbing Madrid of good gameplay. Guys, I'm going to get a few comments, guys, on the 18th minute, yeah? Everybody saying we miss Cruz, and rightfully so, but no one's talking about how much we miss Benzema. This is a great point, actually. Very, very good point, yeah? Very, very good point. I want to see the chat. Like, look, let me tell you something, yeah? Mbappe will never be what Benzema is. Never. Mbappe doesn't have the actual hold up and technical football in his two toes, yeah, or his 2 feet, that can be an immaculate hold-up player, but also can feed in players directly through the channels in terms of breaking defensive lines with passes. You're not going to be doing that. It's not going to work, yeah? What Mbappe's strengths are is pace, directness, and he's got a great eye for goal. That's his main strengths. Dribbling, off-key, yeah? Hella off-key. His dribbling is sus, trust me on this one, yeah? It's absolute fraudulent, his dribbling. This is not Monaco Mbappe, this is not early days PSG Mbappe, this is not World Cup Kylian Mbappe, yeah? This is Real Madrid Kylian Mbappe coming towards his 30s. His dribbling is gone. There is no dribbling anymore. He needs to run onto passes. Like, for example, the goal he scored in the Bernabéu, in El Clasico. That's his strength, running onto passes, and he's got a good eye for goal when he's running in those areas. Apart from that, and the goal scoring ratio, the link-up play is poor. Like, you have to be honest. Like, his link-up play is poor. When Gonzalo Garcia's link-up play is good. Endrick, to some extent, his link-up play is good. So we have those players, but obviously Mbappe's been favoured because of his status. That's it. All Mbappe is literally T-shirt sales. That's all Mbappe is. He's T-shirt sales for 600 grand a week. Like, what are we doing here? Like, honestly. Like, this Mbappe here, he needs to be in a mode where he's just firing. When he doesn't catch momentum, he disappears into the stratosphere somewhere. Maybe he goes to down the road, mate, to the Metropolitano. That's where he's going. Because ultimately, Mbappe, when he doesn't catch momentum and Vinny's on form, he is performing like absolute dog trash, mate. That's what it is. And we can't do that, man. We can't do that. We need to find different ways of breaking down teams. If Mbappe is performing horribly for 60 minutes, bring on Gonzalo Garcia. That's what you need to do, essentially. And replace Gonzalo Garcia with Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe with Gonzalo Garcia. That's what you need to do, you know? Every player, Gula and wingers, Vinny, Carreras, Trent, needs a reference thinker to cross to have it at least an option. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Dave, you are very stupid to be talking nonsense. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Anyway, we move. We move. A lot of people are talking trash. Who cares, mate? We're in front. We're live in front of the stadium, mate. I don't care, mate. You know what? Honestly, let's round up the last 10 minutes, yeah, and then we'll obviously wrap up this quick live stream. Obviously, match preview. Look, give us that first goal. Give us that first goal, Benfica, and that's going to be your downfall. It's going to be curtains, complete curtains. Like, ultimately, there is going to be opportunities in the very first 10, 15 minutes where Benfica are going to have. I can guarantee that, yeah? Benfica are going to come out firing on all cylinders in the very first 10 minutes, yeah? So, ultimately, I give Benfica 15 minutes to score. If they don't score, Real Madrid are taking control of the game. I can see Real Madrid, if Benfica don't score first, 20, 25 minutes into the game, Real Madrid will score. I think that's what's going to happen, personally. But it's all in the eyes of the team and how they adjust to the pressure, because they're going with a 1-0 lead, a 1-0 advantage. So if Benfica score, it's equal playing field. However, if it does go to extra time, then obviously the Bernabéu is going to be rocking, and it's going to try and factor that in as well. We've got 12 man here. Obviously, shout down Potts Football's 12 man, essentially at the Bernabéu today. So I'm going to be with the crowd, mate. I'm going to be completely rocking and rolling. You know me, when I come to the game time, mate, it's always going to be fantastic. So hopefully we can see that. But look, Benfica, 20 minutes in, if they don't score, Real Madrid are taking control of the game. I don't see Benfica coming back from that. I've got to be honest. They need to score in the very first 20 minutes. If they don't, it's done. It's curtains. Real Madrid will get more comfortable into the game, the rhythm, the play. I think Arbeloa, just as a factor, I think he's going to go into this game a bit more cautious as well, even than the last game, in terms of seeing how Benfica come out the blocks and trying to maintain possession. Like, I don't mind how slow we play it, as long as the passing is zippy. It has some zing to it. If the passing is slow and it allows Benfica to press into higher areas, then that's going to be an issue. I don't want to see Benfica pressing into higher areas. We've got to be a bit more clued on that and not allowing us to get caught out in our own defence rather than trying to press them in the other end. You see? What's your score? Let's get into score predictions, guys. Okay, guys, in the chat, let me see your score predictions. Okay, so my score prediction is going to be 2-1 to Real Madrid. 2-1 a Real Madrid. The reason being is because I think Real Madrid will get the first goal. I definitely think. I think Benfica may get a goal during the match, or ultimately Benfica is going to get the first goal and then we're going to get 2 goals after. So, look, 2-1 is a very conservative scoreline. I think Real Madrid can score many more goals, guys. I've got to be honest. I think Real Madrid can score a lot of goals today. However, if we don't score that first, then it's a problem. So it's all depending on the match. Honestly, it's how the match gets settled in, especially with the fans. And look, you're going to see the Bernabeu becoming a funeral if Benfica score, and also you're going to hear boos. If the Bernabeu, we get hit first here, it's going to become an absolute funeral. The fans are going to go crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. A lot of people saying, so we got a few predictions here. We got Blitz saying Madrid 2, Benfica 3. Bradley saying 3-1 Real Madrid. Checkmate 7345 saying 3-0 Madrid. Miriek saying 3-1 Benfica. Must be a Barcelona fan. Honestly, I see this goal going to pens. Vinny 2 goals, 1 assist. 2-1 Madrid. Mbappe could be blessing in disguise. We should have more fluid offense. How do you explain Mbappe having third most dribbles in Europe and same success rate than Yamal? Look at this guy. Okay, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm going to end this, mate, because it's skies, man. Dribbles in Europe. What's a dribble? What is a dribble? Is a dribble just using your pace to go and pass a defender? Or is actually getting faced one-on-one with a defender and beating him, then beating him, and then beating him? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not you talking about Mbappe has the pace, to beat defenders in a side angle. But I tell you what, very rarely has Mbappe got the technique to beat someone right in front of him. One-on-one, you give me Yamal or Mbappe, I'm taking Yamal all day, mate. Yeah, in a one-on-one dribbling scenario with a player right in front of him, you take Yamal all day. Mbappe doesn't have that technique, nothing at all. So yeah, man, that's crazy, man. These guys, mate, talking nonsense, bro. Yeah, exactly. Real Madrid will be fine because no Mbappe. Yeah, calm down, Dave. Don't lose his head over his questions. Absolutely, mate. Don't worry, I'm going to lose his head, mate. Trust me, I'll lose my head if we lose today, mate. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, so. I got my fiance some empanadas, mate. I got a box of empanadas. They're being delivered at 11:30, yeah, just outside the Bernabeu, yeah? So I'm going to collect them. But if there's a live stream and it's going to be 30 minutes long, I don't know, mate. I don't know. You don't want to see me lose my head, mate, like last year at Arsenal, bro, yeah? Trust me. I don't want to get in the scenario where I miss the empanada. So look, if the game comes to an end, and it is not the result that we're looking for, yeah, Real Madrid, you're going to get it today, trust me. Like, you don't see sad Dave, you don't see objective Dave, you don't see the Dave that's going to be, just like, calm, tranquila. No, you're not going to see that Dave. You're going to see, Dave, mate, that's what's going to come out today. The devil in me is going to come out today if Real Madrid lose this flipping game. Trust me in this one. Watch this space. Real Madrid lose, the devil will come out in me, mate. You call me Devil Dave. That's what's going to be, mate. I might change my name, mate. Devil Talks Madrid. Exactly that, mate. You know? Dave fighting the car, but brother, trust me, nobody wants to smoke in it. Nobody wants to smoke. It's crazy, man. Crazy, mate. Yeah, somebody called me Hulk earlier. I don't know why. Global Madridista. What? He's coming, mate. So basically, 1 in a zillion chance. Yeah, I'm gonna end it on this because 1 in a zillion chance. So Global Madridista, as you know, great YouTube content creator on Real Madrid. So I bought tickets in next to the Palco, which is where Florentino Perez sits, because I want to have the best view of the match. Yeah, which is basically central, a little bit higher, and you can see literally the whole ground. So I got the seats next to the Palco. I'm not up in the God's name, mate. I'm probably just about here as well. It's like 45, I think. 45 is around there. So basically, if you go around there, basically I'm going to be like kind of like second tier. Yeah. So I got seats in the area usually where kind of like the socios sit and so forth. So I got those tickets. Yeah. Florentino Perez, mate. If you're next to me, you're getting it as well, bro. Yeah. You're getting it as well. So basically, I got the tickets that, because the socios, they need to relinquish their tickets for European nights, because obviously the amount of fans that come in, they need to give chances for European football, all that. So when they relinquish the tickets, you have a chance to buy them. Funnily enough, I bought the ticket that Global Madridista owns. That's a 1 in a zillion. He's going to be there tonight because I think he's got 2 seats or something like that anyway. So I bought one of these tickets. You know, I bought one of them. Crazy, innit? So I'm going to be right next to Global Madridista when the match is going on. Hopefully I got everything. I got my battery pack. I got The mics, I got these little like mics, great mics actually, really good. I don't know how the audio is, guys, but I think the audio is quite good. I'm guessing, yeah, the audio is quite good. But I got the mics, I got the tripod for grips, so I can literally hold it, whatever. I got the wireless charger. I got everything ready for this match. Everything ready for the live watch along, people, yeah? Live watch along inside the stadium. That's what I'm talking about, yeah? Where we're going to be inside the stadium. We're going to be absolutely crazy. I got my kit as well. Let me show you the kit that I brought today. The kit that I brought today is the 1985, I think it is, the Zanussi kit. Like, I got this retro kit online for the purpose, yeah, that it's got Laurie Cunningham on the back, yeah? Laurie Cunningham, yeah? Amazing footballer, sadly passed away. Very, very young age, yeah? And the reason I brought this today, yeah? The reason I brought this today is because of the racial abuse that Vinny got last week in the Champions League. Because Laurie Cunningham was the first ever black player to play for Real Madrid, yeah? Amazing winger, superb on the ball, superb footballer. So I got this retro kit online. I really wanted to showcase it because I want to wear this tonight, yeah? We are in support of Vinny tonight, yeah? Every Real Madrid fan in the stadium is in support of Vinny. I want to really just show, obviously, everything that I love about football. I love about cultural differences. I love about backgrounds, everything. This is what Real Madrid is about, yeah? Real Madrid, the way that we operate as a team and the way we operate as a club, as an institution, we need to support every single culture, every single race, every single background, whether you're English or you're European or you're from Africa or you're from South America, anywhere around the world. This is what we need to do, yeah, as Real Madrid fans. And hopefully we can show Benfica tonight what a proper footballing club should be about, yeah? A proper footballing club. Because this is what Cunningham's about, this is what Vinny's about, this is what players of the ilk of Makaleli are about. This is players that have featured Seedorf, Karambeu. These historic figures in Real Madrid have helped us win trophies, helped us win European glory, as well as domestic success as well. And these players are all about how we need to be standing up against all this trash that we see on a week-by-week basis. And it's not disappeared. It's Spain. It's ingrained in Spain, unfortunately. But Real Madrid are one of the institutions that have really tried to stamp it out. And do you know what? Credit to Florentino Perez, because he's made so many remarks about it. The club have come out on presses, different things altogether, to ensure that we are as a unit. You understand? And we're going to stamp out this shit once and for all. Absolutely. Stamp it out once and for all. I'm sick and fed up of it. Sick and fed up of hearing the abuse being given to our players. Hey, you can criticize the players for poor performances, but nothing on that lightness. Come on, bro. Like, that's crazy, man, yeah? But guys, we stand up for everything, man. Honestly, Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world of football, yeah? This is how we roll as a team, sorry. And this kit is in remembrance of it, yeah? There's a new C-mate. Unbelievable. Cunningham, brilliant player. And hopefully Vinny can perform tonight. I really want to see Vinny give his absolute best tonight, because he is just an absolute superb player. And we need to, you know what? I've been actually not wrong about Vinny, because Vinny's 25 whole calendar year has been poor. But if you counter in the fact that Mbappe's arrival and what has happened since Mbappe's arrival to Vinny, then you got to say, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence at all. So, yeah, man, we're going to be strong together tonight, guys. Make sure you smash a like on this video. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And signing out. A la Madrid, people. Y nada más. Adios, people.